What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's the Friendly Grower if you don't already know. We're not in the tent today, we're on the rosin press. What I'm going to be doing today is pressing up some rosin. I got about, I would say, 6 grams of OG Kush in this bag right here. I got the rosin press heating up. I like to start it for this flower at 180. This is my third time pressing the OG Kush, so I kind of got a feel for what this particular flower likes to have done to it. Every flower is going to be a little bit different. It's going to require a little bit different pressure and a little bit different heat. So as you can see, this is my preset heat temperature, and this is the actual temperature, so it is heating up currently. I've trimmed all of the extra of the rosin bag off. I'm using Rosin Tech's 90 micron rosin bags. 1 micron is a unit of a measurement. So when you see like 90 micron down here, that means 90 of those measurements would be able to fit through one of the little holes in this bag. I use 90s for flour and 25s for keef or hash. So I've trimmed my bag down, I've packed it, I've tried to pull out all stems that I can, anything that would puncture the bag itself. And then I've trimmed the top off of the bag. I made sure that I didn't leave any little air holes inside or anything. It's pretty even all the way around. And then I fold the edges down on mine. Something like that. And I tuck it in. I personally am super OCD, so when my paper gets all like this, it drives me crazy, and I try to fix it through the whole process. You don't have to do that, but it does make the collection a little bit easier. So I tuck it in. I try to get it perfectly centered for my press because it's a little bit unique. I've modded it. So centered isn't quite centered. I'm going to put about 1/3 pressure to start. I don't use a gauge or anything like that. I'm just trying to warm up the flower itself right now. Well, it kind of does that. That's when I like to mess with the paper and adjust everything and kind of straighten it all out. All that jazz. I use the round end of my dab tool to kind of flatten everything and adjust it all. I like to put the seam of the bag facing me. That way, I believe it's the weakest point of the bag, so if anything's really going to fail, it's going to be that. And this way, as I press it down, I can see if anything's going to happen for the most part until I get it pretty squished, then I can't see too much. But I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of pressure. The jack that I have on here is a 12-ton bottle jack. I don't need the full force of this by any means, but it makes the whole process a lot easier for myself. I don't have to put a ton of energy into pressing the jack. I never really weigh what I'm putting in and what I'm getting out. I just kind of, I press so much rosin that it's not really worth my time to be doing that. I'm not doing anything other than personal use, so once in a while on a new flower I'll check it to see what I'm getting, and that's generally all I'll check. As you can see over on the temperature controller, so I have it to set to 180 and it's down to 170, which means that flower is taking heat right now, and as it climbs, the flower is starting to hold that heat. That's why I like to start the press a little bit slow, make sure everything's a little properly preheated. My whole thing with rosin is I like to take my time. I don't like to rush the process. I feel like if you rush it, you tend to over pressure it or put too much pressure on it. It's a bit of a meticulous process in my opinion. Sometimes I'll double press them. This time I'm doing, I believe it's called Bottle Tech, where it's the stand-up style of the bag, opposed to laying it down in there. I find with a fresher flower, something that's just been through a dry, that it gives a better return with this style. It's going to be hard to get the camera to catch all this, but I'm sure you guys will see something through the whole process. I can already see a little bit of rosin starting to saturate the bag, which this is kind of where I slow it down, let the bag saturate, let the rosin start to push out, and I adjust the pressure as needed. Again, I don't want to overpress it. If I push it too hard, I'm going to get extra fats and waxes out. It's just not part of the process I'm looking for. I just want to get the cannabinoids and terpenes. It was unfortunate because this was a really good quality flower, but I didn't get very much from either one of the plants, and I wish I did. It would have been so much nicer. I'm gonna try to adjust the camera a little bit. Now y'all can see that rosin bag just a little bit better. So you see it in there, it's starting to run. I'm not pressing very hard to begin with. I am going to tilt my press eventually forward so all the rosin dumps off of the plates. I don't want it sitting on there any longer than it has to be. And again, yeah, I don't use a gauge on my press or anything. I just kind of go by feel. I don't know if it makes any sense to a lot of people out there, but you can. There's a sense of feel through the handle. The more resistance, the more whatever's in there is pushing back in a sense. And I've blown apart enough bags to know when to stop. But as y'all can see, there's a nice rosin starting to come out. I do actually have this set so I can let it go, but I'm not going to do that because it'll be out of focus on the camera and it'll look like crap. I'm actually making this video because one of the members of my group asked if I could do a rosin video, because everything I do is about plants and never really any of this kind of stuff, so I'm going to try and make some more of these videos, a couple more of this kind of content. And for anybody that doesn't know, rosin is a concentrate. It's a solventless concentrate. I don't need to use any chemicals to extract it. To me, it's one of the best it is the best concentrate. I get the best quality hit, most flavors. I don't have to worry about contaminants or any of that kind of crap. It's just, to me, it's the top. And I dab it. You can do all kinds of different things with it. If you decarb it, you can cook with it or bake with it, eat it. But it's just one of my favorite things to consume. And now I crank the heat up a little bit at a time. I'm gonna go to 190 in total for this flower, but I'll do it in like a couple increments. What I find that does is helps push the rosin that's in there out and get any last little bit that's in the flower out as well. So I'm just gonna put this on hold. I'm gonna pick it up when it's pretty well done, but this is the process. I don't want to make everybody wait around and watch the process. Check it out in a minute. So it's been about 2 minutes, around that. I don't really time it again. Now it's time to turn the press off. I take my handle off, relieve my pressure. Hope there's no rips in the bag. I don't see anything that's scary. And hope everybody can see that pretty well. That's what I got off of it. There's 1.5 grams there roughly. It's hard to tell, but there's the puck. I'll take this. I have been throwing them out just because, I mean, I don't really need them, but I'm gonna start saving them, and I'll put them in like a slow cooker with some MCT oil or like something like that to extract the rest of the good stuff. I'm gonna sum it up as inside of the puck, because there's still lots of good stuff in there that can be extracted, and then I can bake with that, and I can do all kinds of other little goodies with that stuff too. So now basically this will come off. I'll put it onto a cool surface. I don't like to do a cold plate because I find sometimes it gets too brittle. So I'll put it onto a cool surface, nothing cold, just almost like the temperature of the top of an oven at room temperature. It's a little bit cooler than room temperature. And then I collect using this. It is a little bit tricky to collect because it's sticky as hell, but once you figure out a little bit of a technique, it kind of helps. I hope everybody enjoyed the video. I'll probably have another one up in the future once I figure out, you know, what I could do better to show people the process and stuff. And if you're not already, subscribe to the channel and join us in the Facebook group, the Friendly Growers Club. Again, thank you for watching. Peace out, everybody.